during the month of December, a lot of people will be leaving the cold, harsh winters and going somewhere tropical. But I'm technically doing the opposite, where I'm leaving the tropical weather of Thailand and going to Siberia. It's going to be a crazy journey, so yeah, come along with me. It's going to be wild. So we're traveling from Hua Hin and going to Bangkok, and the bus ticket costs around 200 baht. It's a 4-hour journey, but depending on the traffic in Bangkok, it might even take longer. Then afterwards, I'll tell you where I'm going and the reason why and stuff like that. It's going to be a crazy journey. Especially once we get to Bangkok, like the traffic there has been quite crazy, so yeah, we need this and it's going to keep me sustained. Can I pay credit card? So here they have this mobile banking, you just scan and pay for it. 40 baht? Okay. Finally, I arrived at the airport. So after a 4-hour journey from Hua Hin and to go to Bangkok, which I paid like 200 baht for the bus service, I had to wait for another. So we arrived around 9 p.m. So from 9, 10, 11, 12. So for another 3 hours, had to wait somewhere in Bangkok. So we waited outside. I think it was called like W District. So we waited outside W District for like 3 hours and just chilled. And now we're at the airport because my flight to Russia is leaving Bangkok at 3:30 a.m. So right now it's around 1:30. We don't have nothing to check in, so I'm just gonna walk straight through, go to passport control and just wait over there. But yeah, it's gonna be a long journey, 6 hours and a half from here to Irkutsk. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Then later on I'll just tell you like why I'm going and where I'm going as well and how I'll be going there. It's gonna be crazy, like. So I'll be traveling to Russia and using the airline called S7. I think the S it stands for Siberia or Siberian, something like that. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I'll be traveling with them. And I actually booked my flight maybe 3 weeks ago, and I thought like it was late to book it 3 weeks ago, but I came to find out that if I would just waited like another 24 hours, I would have got the price a little bit cheaper. So the flight ticket cost me around so the flight ticket cost me around 5,000 baht. So if I waited for a few days or within 24 hours, I would have got it for 4,500 baht. So a massive difference. But yeah, it's only 1,500 difference, but again, like it will add up in the long run. But it's okay, because when I first started looking for the prices, and the prices what I seen was around 8,000 baht. So from 8,000 to 5,000, it's alright, and I'm flying within 3 weeks as well, so it's all good. And I decided to book the flight for the night flight as well. So we're leaving here in Bangkok. We're leaving at 3 a.m. and arriving in Siberia at 11 a.m. in the morning. So that just means I will have the full day to myself, and I'll be able to go outside and actually see the city instead of arriving when it's dark, because it gets dark there around 5 o'clock. So it's better just to get there early and get feel the city, then have to just go back home, take a rest, and yeah, the next day start over again. And yeah, like I said, like I'll tell you guys like the clothes I'll be taking, how much I got it for, It's been a crazy past 2 weeks. Like, as soon as I got the visa, and just preparing and trying to sort things out. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. So right now I'm still wearing my shorts and t-shirts and some slippers as well. I'm trying to hold on to this Thailand vibe, this tropical weather for a little bit longer. So yeah, I know in a few hours it's gonna be tense. It's gonna be completely a culture shock. It's gonna be, I can't even imagine how it's gonna be, because just thinking about it, like trying to prepare myself mentally for the minus 15, minus 20 weather, because I've never experienced it, so I don't even know. Time to switch up. It's wild. So it sucks.
5, thank you. Attention please. Thai Airways International Flight TG6306 to Taipei is now boarding at gate E5. Please board at gate E.
Flight is about to board. No going back now. Time to head out to Russia. Finally boarded the flight. Right now it's around 3:25 and check-in just closed. The flight is not fully packed or anything like that, so there's a lot of empty spaces. So right now I actually got an emergency seat where I was the last one to board the flight because of I done online check-in. So when I done online check-in, passport control, or I don't know, people at the desk, like they weren't able to check my visa or check my passport or anything like that. So before boarding they had to double check everything's okay and just verify everything, and then after that I was one of the last ones to board the flight. And maybe it's a good thing as well, because I'm able to get the extra leg room that I'm sitting in an emergency out seats. So it's going to be a good 6-hour journey for me. And my bag is all is overpacked, but they didn't check anything, they didn't ask any questions, and it's all good, so it's okay. So after 1 hour inside the interrogation room, finally been let out. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys exactly what happened inside that room, but I just expected it to happen, and I've seen quite a lot of YouTubers coming here saying, talking about this happening as well. So yeah, it's not a surprise for me or anything like that. So but all in all, we're outside here in Siberia. It's freezing cold, but it feels good, fresh air. It's just something different as well. Like just can't wait to get started. So I'll tell you guys later on like what happened inside the interrogation room and everything like that. Yeah, it was quite intense. No name. This is how I want to remain in Russia, remain nameless, because I feel here like if you say something wrong, you mention the wrong certain words, yeah, you can be in big trouble. Because when I arrived at the immigration passport control, there was quite a lot of people waiting to get the passport stamps and stuff like that. Even the Russians, they have to go through passport control as well. It's done, everything's done manually, and it's like 4 windows controlling however many people inside the flat. So I waited in line. When it was my time to go, I went there. I thought everything was okay. He checked my face. He looked at my passport, and I thought everything's fine. He scanned my passport. Again, I'm thinking everything's fine. And he starts looking at the other stamps I have in my passport. Again, I'm thinking everything's okay. It's just like normal procedure. Then he started typing something, and I'm thinking, so what is he typing? He's trying to look at my name and trying to verify, cross-reference everything. Then afterwards, he gave me a little slip to sign. I didn't even read it. I just signed it. I thought like it was a little immigration card type of thing. So I just signed it, and after he just told me go back in to the airport and wait 5 minutes. So I was thinking, here we go. What everyone talks about is about to happen to me. So ended up waiting there for that 5 minutes. Everyone again is just looking at me. I'm the only foreigner there, and everyone started looking at me. Then after that, an officer came to me and told me come and step aside. So I stepped aside with him, and he just asked who I'm traveling with, and then after just told me to wait. Then after waiting for a couple of minutes, they took my passport again. They came back, and another guy came in. He opened the door, and another door to another office, and we went inside there, sat down, and yeah, he was just asking like why I'm here. Do I have any views about certain country, which I don't want to mention because what he did later, like, it was crazy. So what he did later, he asked me on my phone, and I gave him my phone. He asked me, do I use Telegram? I told him I don't use Telegram. So what do you use to communicate? I don't know. He just said, okay, just show me your WhatsApp. He got my WhatsApp, and he tapped in the keywords. And when he tapped in the keywords, he asked, let's just say John. Who is John? I have a friend called John, and John been sending me quite a lot of stories. He's into this politics stuff, so he's an American guy as well. and he's sending me a lot of stuff. And funny thing, for my reply, I'm not really engaging with him, so the officers like reading my reply and stuff like that, but I'm not really engaging with it or anything like that. Then after, and there was another message, which was from my brother, and we was talking about football because I support Arsenal, and there's a guy, Chelsea boy, his name is Mikhailo Mudryk, and I said, this guy from this country is rubbish. So the officer turned the phone around and said, who are you talking about? Who is this person from this country that you're saying is rubbish? And I'm like, what? This is about Chelsea? Because I'm thinking to myself, like, my brother was talking about Chelsea, and I said, I didn't want to mention the guy's name. I just said, yeah, the guy from this country, he's not so good because Chelsea bought him for a lot of money. This is when he first signed and stuff like that. And yeah, but long story short, like, the guy ended up asking me about my passport, and I was in Poland in 2022. So he asked me, what other European countries have I been to? Have I been to certain countries which I don't even want to mention this country anymore. So yeah, I told him, and I had a stamp from Tunisia. He told me what country is this, because it's written in Arabic, and so he didn't know where it was. So he just asking why was I there, how long was I there for, and stuff like that. So yeah, he was just, again, he was chilled, but it was kind of like again, you just arrived after a 6-hour flight. You don't really know what's gonna happen, what they want to say to you, anything like that. But yeah, it was just touch and go. And yeah, eventually he said everything is okay, and he even checked my deleted pictures. So he told me, like, give me your password for your deleted pictures. I showed him the pictures I deleted. He even looked at my picture gallery. He scrolled all the way to the top. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this guy's really like looking at everything. Like, it was like crazy, like invading my personal privacy and stuff like that. It was wild. But yeah, afterwards, he finished and he became a bit cool. He said, yeah, everything is okay, you checked, everything's fine. And I asked him, don't you know this player, this Mudryk? He was like, yeah, I know him. I was like, I support Chelsea. And I think to myself, like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, you can see when we wrote Chelsea at the top, and we're talking about football, and like, he's making it feel like it's a bit suspicious, like we're talking about something suspicious or something like that. But yeah, he told me he supports Chelsea, and he told me he stopped watching them when John Terry missed the penalty against Man United. I forgot what year that was, but he told me, like, after that, like, he stopped caring about it because yeah, it hurt him so much. But yeah, after that, I just got my passport back, went through immigration again. They done everything, put the stamp. Then after that, yeah, they checked my bags through the little scanning machine. Then after, I just walked out the airport, and it's a small airport as well. Like, it's nothing fancy, nothing big or anything like that. And yeah, it was crazy. Just being interrogated for like an hour. Yeah, it was wild. But now we're here, and yeah, maybe I'll end the video here and share with you guys my experiences and thoughts about here in Siberia. So thank you for watching this long journey where it started all the way in Wahin. Now we're here in -15 weather. So stay tuned for many more videos to come from me. So I'll see you guys in the next video. So goodbye from me. Yeah.